again, and I am happy to see you, and I hope you're having a good morning. So, without ado, let me go ahead and explain to you what we're going to do today. We're going to be creative. We're going to put all of our fall dreams into play. I'm going to explain to you, we're going to make a thankful box, a blessed thankful box. And I was looking around. The Dollar Tree is my favorite place to go and shop. And I found this cute little box. And inside, and the top said, Blessed Thanksgiving. And it fits right in with the fall. And also it goes into Thanksgiving. And if you celebrate Halloween, then the colors just blend in beautifully with that. And as you can see, our leaves on the outside have already started to change. And let me show you some of the materials that I will be using. I'm going to use a little bit of fern or moss. And you know, moss is one thing, you can sprinkle a little water on it, put it in a plastic bag, and it rejuvenates. And it's just one of Mother Nature's carpets. Another thing is, I just bought just a sprig, a stem of colorful leaves. We noticed the warm colors of them. The orange, the greens, the yellows, and we're just going to incorporate it and pick up the colors of the pumpkins that are decorating the box. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this little piece of styrofoam, and we're going to kind of put it in the corner. And if you notice, the edges are rounded. So when I put it in there, it kind of balances the box and help it maintain its balance. So with a little bit of glue, I'm going to tack that in there. So whatever we plug in it, it won't come out. So just a tad. And my brother is the cameraman, so he's telling me what I need to do. Hold my head up. Okay. And as I was saying, we're going to glue this styrofoam on the inside, and we're going to go with the curve of the box. So as you can see, it's sitting there, and all we have to do is secure it. So that's what we'll do now. With a little bit of this glue, and that's hot, so be careful if you're using a glue gun. We're going to put some glue in here so we can stationary, and it will have a finished look. You always want to have a finished look to your product. So now, if you want to add something else, which is what we're going to do, we're going to add some moss. And with that, we're going to just lightly lay it, because you want to cover up your styrofoam and make it as natural looking as possible. So we're just going to put a little bit more of glue on there, as they said, just to cover up our sins, so to speak. But we all know you can't do that in the Lord's eyesight. So we're going to give it a finishing touch, so to speak. And now we're just going to sprinkle some of this over to cover up the glue that we put on there and make it look like it's a carpet. And we'll add a little bit more to it because we do want things covered. Okay, now I think we've gotten it. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add some color as if it is just kind of dripping out of the box. And of course, to secure it, again, we go to our favorite hot glue. So, just give me a moment while we incorporate that into the box and secure it. Adding more color and varying the patterns of the different colors to blend in with the natural look of the colors we're trying to but we don't want to cover up everything. And that's a nice one. I think we need a green one, don't you? That would kind of really bring out the colors. I just love fall, don't you? And I hope you're enjoying the music and the different sceneries that is being displayed while the music is playing is the different seasons with the snow falling. And I do hope we have just a few flakes of snow, don't you? So I think we have enough of that. And what I'm going to do, you know, nothing is complete unless we have some berries. So we're just going to put a few berries on there. And another tool you want to have on hand is a pair of snippers. And that's to keep from messing up your scissors. So we're just going to cut off a couple of those. And we're going to just incorporate that right in there. And that'll add to the naturalness of it. We'll just kind of put it to the side. Now, and as you can see, the box is kind of taking shape. And I hope you're enjoying this. And I was just wondering, what else could we add to it? For those of you who are in tune with Halloween, all we have to do is put this on a plate. And it's just a cheap plastic plate. When you finish with it, you can put a cake on it, or cookies, or whatever have you, and put it on your foyer, your table in the foyer, and of course line it with treats for the Halloweeners. Again, that brings in your colors for your plates. And I hope you've enjoyed that. It's taking a little something new and adding some more to it to bring out the beauty of it and so many things that you can do with it. So, let's push that to the side, and I have one more little thing to add to that for you. I'm going to do a bow for you, and I saw this ribbon course, now I didn't get this ribbon at the Dollar Tree, but at any rate, this ribbon is Christmas ribbon. I love Christmas. I love Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter. Those are my 3 holidays. Now, you know, so many times we think we need to go out and buy a new wreath instead of just giving life to the wreath we already have. So, I saw this gorgeous ribbon. I hope you can get a shot at it. It has Christmas trees on it. And the Christmas trees are all decorated up, and they are just ready to shine and make that new wreath, that old wreath, a new wreath. So we're going to make a bow. On it. Now, you know, a long time ago, we used to measure ribbon. If we needed a yard, it would be for us to stretch out our arms and measure it from hand to hand. That would be a yard of ribbon. So with that said, that's how we measure. We're going to from the nose to the 2 yards. Let me make that correction, yeah. I have this assistant with me today, who is my brother, and he did correct me. From my nose to my hand is a yard. But if I wanted 2 yards, it would be from fingertip to fingertip. Now, with that said, moving on. As you can see, the back of the ribbon doesn't have the decoration on it, but the front of the ribbon does. So the first thing you want to do is to establish how long you want the tail on your ribbon. After you've established that, you gather it up from end to the middle, from end to end or side to side. That's your tail. Then you're going to make a knot. That knot is going to cover up. You're going to take it around your thumb. And you're going to bring it back under your thumb and catch the other side. You're going to twist it so that faces your ribbon back up, so you have the same pattern showing on each side. Now, if you want to make a full bow, you start out with the loops short, lengthening them as you make the loops banding outward. Again, you're going to twist it because you want the face of the ribbon to always be at the top. Again, you're going to double it back. You're going to gather it again. You're going to twist. This time you're going to lengthen your loops. And as you lengthen your loops, you want to make these first 4 loops close together. That's going to give your ribbon the buoyancy that you want, the fullness. So again, you want to loop it under your thumb, holding it tight because you don't want it to slip. And then you're going to bring that loop back up. You're going to gather it and twist. Then, again, you're going to go further out. As you can see, as I'm going outward, I'm pulling it close to each other. So that gives that bow a fullness. So now you want to, again, you just keep repeating it until you get the size bow that you want. And you just fill in the loops where you want it. And I'm going to turn this because sometimes your ribbon can get all tangled up there. So as you turn it, you want to go a little bit longer with your loops, and then you can just start placing them where you want them. So I'll just go ahead and keep turning those. Going outward. And if you notice how full and fluffy it is. And now I'm going to put some length on my bottom loops. Twist. And I'm not going to put too many more in my aging days. My fingers and hands cramp up on me. So now I'm going to put my tail. You notice I have a tail on this side. So I'm going to make a loop here. And I'm going to put the tail on the other side. So now I have a bow with two tails. And I'm going to cut it. And I'll show you how to finish the tail of your bow off. I'm going to get a pipe cleaner. And you notice when I say it, you make a knot. That knot is going to cover up how you have tied it off. You can tie this off with ribbon, or you can tie it off with, like I'm doing, a white pipe cleaner because I didn't have any green or red. So, we're going to tighten that. That again is going to give it that fullness that you're looking for. And you want to leave the tail of your pipe cleaner long enough because that's going to help you adhere it or mount it on your wreath. Now with that said, you're going to turn again all of the face of your ribbon up. Let your tails hang. Then you're going to lay it and you're going to pull it. You're going to pull it around so that your bow begins to form a circle. And your longest tails, you're going to bring around and let it hang to the bottom. So you wind up with something that looks sort of like this. And you can make bigger bows if you wanted to. So let's put a professional look to the tail of our bow. let me get this out of the way. And we're going to do what is called a ducktail or duck bill bow. You take and you fold the bow or fold the tail together like such. And then you're going to come here and cut. If you cut the opposite way, it's not going to make the tails. So you want to cut this way. And then you have the professional cut of the ducktails. Now some stores or some people like the slanted look. Either way is okay. It depends on really your decoration or whatever it is on the ribbon. So I thought it would look better with the ducktails, and it's simply your choice. So I'll just lay that there. And I hope you have enjoyed my little presentation. It was my pleasure to again come and spend time with you. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if I could, I would mount all these treats on here and give each and every one of you a treat. So, I bid you adieu to another time, another place. Bye-bye.